shot, imbes na dumiretso sa coffee shop, ay nauwi kami sa isang bar. It's called Catastrophe. Lugar ito kung saan pumupunta ang mga mayayaman. Elites at iyong may mga sinasabi sa lipunan ang karamihang customers dito. Why don't you drink? Ibinigay sa akin ni Fabio ang basong may lamang inumin but I shook my head. You don't drink. He slightly raised his brow at me. Nakaupo siya sa kaliwa ko, habang nasa kanan ko naman si Mia. Kaharap namin ang magkapatid na Coleridge, ang may-ari ng Devil's Glass, the liquor that I am currently modeling. Xander and Brandon isn't here, ay may kanya-kanya silang gagawin ngayon, kaya hindi na sumama sa amin. I drink, but just not now. I don't feel like doing it right now, ani ko nang nakangiti. Fabio is actually a gentleman. Well, he's a little bit flirt but tolerable naman. I think that it's just really his nature. Bagay naman sa kanya, he's a bit tanned and muscular. Halos pumutok na ang mga muscle nito sa sobrang laki. And I also think that he's a mix. I would doubt if he'll say he's pure Filipino, because he doesn't look like one. Oh, so, what do you prefer? Juice or me? He let out a smirk and I just chuckled. Are you guys enjoying? Napatingin kami sa nagsalita. It was Greso Coleridge. Sa tingin ko, sa kanilang dalawa ay si Greso ang pinaka-playful. His aura is bright sa tuwing ngumingiti, but something's a bit odd to him though. And the oldest, Hades Coleridge. He's a silent type. Paminsan-minsan lang kung magsalita, at mas marami pa ang tango kaysa sa ang gamitin ang bibig. They're both equally handsome, but Hades really hits different. Maybe because suplado ang dating niya. We're more than enjoying, sir. Fabio raised his glass. Greso just smirked in return before turning to me. I smiled a bit. Naningkit ang mga mata nito habang nakatitig sa akin, at maya-maya ay hamalakhak. Bahagya kong siniko si Mia. You know what? Kanina sa shoot tinitigan kita because you really look familiar to me. Isn't she, kuya? Tanong ni Greso sa kapatid. Tipid na tumungo lang ito bago ako tinitigan. I shifted uncomfortably on my seat. It's weird. Maski ako ay familiar sa kanilang dalawa, pero hindi ko lang talaga alam kung saan ko sila nakita. I don't know. I'm not really sure. O baka feeling ko lang yun. Now I know why you're very familiar, dagdag nito bago hamalakhak ulit. Napangiwi ako. Kumunot ang noo ko, pero hindi ko nalang pinatulan ang sinasabi nito. That's impossible naman po, sir. Brina Beauty is one of a kind. Mia said dahilan para mas lalo akong makaramdam ng awkwardness. Yeah, it's really impossible. Baka hindi talaga ako ang nakita nila. I almost forgot na may kakambal ako. Anyway, pupunta dito ang isang kaibigan namin. He's one of our investors too. Greso drawled while his eyes were still on me. Naramdaman ko ang bahagyang pagkurot ni Mia sa aking tagiliran, na mukhang nakita ang titig sa akin ng lalaki. Greso seems smitten by your beauty, mahinang halakhak ni Fabio sa aking gilid na nagpairap lang sa akin. Well, that added more of the awkwardness. But I don't think he really is. I feel like he is just curious about me. Napainom ako sa aking pineapple juice. Napatikim ako nang makitang may lumapit ng mga kababaihan sa pwesto namin. They all flopped towards the Coleridge brothers. Tatlo kay Greso, at isa naman kay Hades. I moved towards Mia's side, when two girls sat on Fabio's lap. He even had the audacity to wink at me, before kissing his girls alternately. Well, that's your playboy, Fabio. Sana hindi na tayo sumama. I said before sighing. I thought that we'll be having a real coffee. Pero hindi naman ako na-inform na nakakalasing na kape pala ang iinuman nila. Okay na yan. Baka may mabingwit akong artista dito. Mia chuckled and I glared at her. Hindi pwede. Hindi pwedeng maunahan pa niya akong makabingwit. I'll just go to the restroom, pagpapalam ko kay Mia. She even insisted to come with me, pero hindi ko na pinayagan. I can go there alone. And besides, nasa second floor lang naman yun. Hindi na ako nagpaalam sa mga lalaki, dahil pare-pareho naman silang busy. When I was inside the restroom, I immediately did my thing. Wala talaga akong planong magtagal sa loob, dahil may kakaiba akong naaamoy. After retouched and washed my hands, lumabas na ako at kaagad na bumaba papunta sa aking table. I was planning on staying sa second floor pa sana, pero parang umikot ang paningin ko. Nang makita ko ang table ay kaagad akong lumapit kay Mia, completely ignoring the person who was sitting beside Reso. Mia, let's go home. I told her. Napakunot ang noo ko, nang makitang nanlalaki lang ang mga mata nito, habang nakatitig sa may bandang likuran ko. Mia, I scolded. Nagsimula ng makaramdam ng irita, dahil bukod sa sumasakit ang ulo ko, para pang hinahalukay ng kung ano ang aking tiyan, idagdag pa na nagugutom rin ako, at parang gusto kong kumain ng steak sa Jollibee. Brina, nauutol nitong tawag. Oh, Miss Brina, you're here na pala. By the way, this is my friend, Conrad Montesserio. He's one of the investors of the company. I was stoned in my place when I heard his name. What? Hindi ko alam kung anong pumasok sa kukuti ko, at walang sabi-sabi kong hinablot ang aking bag sa gilid ni Mia, bago tumakbo paalis sa lugar. I heard their voices calling me, pero hindi ko ito pinakinggan at nagpatuloy na sa pagtakbo palabas. Nakahinga lang ako ng maluwag, nang tuluyan na akong makalabas, but that was short-lived, when someone pulled my arms, making me face the person whom I am supposed to be ignoring right now. Yes sir, there. Thank God Brina and you didn't stutter. Pero sa kaloob-looban ko, ay parang gusto ko nang lamunin na ako ng lupa ngayon. Nakakunot ang noo nito, habang nakatingin sa akin. You're the model. He spat out angrily, hindi nakaligtas sa akin ang mukha niyang may halong pagkadisgusto. My stomach churned painfully at the sight. Of course. What do you expect Brina? Yes, maikli kong sagot. Marahas nitong binitawan ang aking kamay na hawak niya, bago ako tinitigan ng mariin. Galit, disgusto, at inis lang ang tanging nakikita ko sa mga mata niya. You won't stop, don't you? Hinding-hindi ka titigil hanggat hindi mo nakukuha ang gusto mo. What else do you want ha? Did you accept the contract? Kasi alam mong makikita mo ako. Is that it ha? What? Magpapapansin ka sa akin. Do you really think that you can fool me? Well, think again. Hinding-hindi mo makukuha ang gusto mo. Please, just please, stop being desperate. Nagmumukha ka lang aso sa kakasunod sakin. I don't like you anymore. Well, guess what? Hindi ko nga alam kung totoo ba talaga kitang minahal noong tayo pa eh. Because I don't think so. You're nothing but a substitute, when Beatrice isn't around. You are just a second choice. Pumunta ka Brina. Sana naman ay makonsensya ka sa ilang beses mong pagtanggi sa kapatid mo. She wanted you to be here for dinner. Anong magiging papel ko dyan sa dinner mommy, at bakit kailangan pa akong nandyan? What? To embarrass me? You ungrateful child. Hindi ganyan ang kapatid mo. Pumunta ka or. I cut the call before turning my phone off. It's 11 in the morning, kakagising ko lang, at ang boses na naman ng magaling kong ina ang maririnig ko. Like, what the? Hindi ba pwedeng pagpahingahin naman nila ako ng isang araw? I sighed deeply. Last night is what I call a nightmare. Ayaw ko nang maalala lahat ng mga sinabi ni Conrad, dahil sobrang sakit sa puso. Parang paulit-ulit na banibiyak ang puso ko sa mga narinig na kataga mula sa bibig niya. I don't even want to recall it. I was crying the whole night. Halos mag-umaga na nang tuluyan akong makatulog. I don't even want to look at myself in the mirror, dahil expected ko ng sobrang sama ng mukha ko ngayon. Malakas akong napabuntong hininga, habang nakatitig sa kisame. Hanggang kailan kaya? Hanggang kailan ako magiging ganito? Hanggang kailan ako magtitiis? I am hoping na sana mahanap ko na ang daan para tuluyan siyang makalimutan. Kasi kung hindi ko yun gagawin, who will do it for me? Ako lang ang makakagawa nun sa sarili ko. I lazily took a bath that morning. I changed into something casual. Gusto kong maglibot ngayon sa mall, and I do hope that people will really respect my privacy. Sana huwag akong dumugan ngayon. But, should I really expect that? Mia doesn't want me to go out of my condo alone. I am a public figure, kaya expected nang hindi magiging normal ang buhay ko, dahil araw-araw akong hahabulin ng mga kamera. Sa totoo lang, I am hoping that one day, I'll be able to do the things I was used to before. Yung tipong hindi mo kailangang lumingon sa likuran mo, to check if someone's following you or something. I miss those days. I hailed a taxi at nagpahatid sa pinakamalapit na mall sa condo. Tuwang-tuwa pa ang taxi driver, dahil ani niya ay fan na fan daw ang anak niya sa akin. Mabait naman si kuya, kaya I give him the bracelet I was wearing, and told him to give it to his daughter. He was so happy na mas lalo namang nagpangiti sa akin. Panay ang pasalamat nito nang may baba ako nito sa tapat ng mall. I think and waved at him goodbye, before going inside the mall. Panay ang tapo ng tingin sa akin ng mga tao, habang naglalakad ako, but I was thankful na walang lumapit though some of them were just secretly taking pictures. Pumasok ako sa lahat ng store and clothing shops, but at the end, at wala akong nabili kahit isa. Mas gusto ko yatang tumingin-tingin ngayon, kaysa saang mamili talaga. After I exhaust myself with just looking of the branded clothes, at pumasok ako sa fast food restaurant. Kaagad na nagningning ang mga mata ko nang makita ang steak. I don't know, pero gustong-gusto kong kumain ng steak sa Jollibee ngayon, tapos ihahalo ko ang spaghetti at gravy ng fried chicken, ewan, napapapikit na lang talaga ako sa sobrang sarap. After ordering, ay kaagad na akong naupo sa vacant seat na malapit sa glass wall. It was such a nice view, seeing people from the inside of the restaurant. After eating, I played alone in an arcade games inside the mall. Nang mapagod ay kumain ulit ako, bago tuluyang umuwi sa condo. Pagkarating ko pa lamang, ay tumunog na ang aking cellphone. Mia calling. Yeah, pumunta ka sa mall ng mag-isa. I heard her hysterical voice from the other line. I arched my brow before sitting on the edge of my bed. Yes, and so, you are trending on Twitter. May mga nilalabas pang mga news na buntis ka daw. Ano ba kasing pumasok sa kukuti mo, at pumunta ka sa baby's clothing section? Napaawang ang labi ko. That, I thought no one noticed that I was inside. Tumitingin-tingin lang naman ako eh. I just found the clothes cute so. Pagkatapos kong masirmona ni Mia, and after she was satisfied with it, at tuluyan na niyang ibinaba ang tawag. Naligo naman ulit ako, at nagbihis ng simpleng off-shoulder black dress. This was a gift of Mia back then, at ngayon ko lang may susuot. She said that, my closet is full of designer and branded clothes. Kailangan ko naman daw ng ukay na dress. I don't think this is okay though. But nevertheless, it looks great on me. Nagmumukha akong anghel na namatayan. I put a light makeup on my face. I took a mirror shot before sending it to Mia. She'll probably be happy seeing this. Kinuha ko ang aking pouch. It's Chanel by the way. It's one of my favorite pouch, dahil kumikinang talaga sa gabi. I personally think that the pouch doesn't go with my dress tonight pero pakialam ko ba? Ang importante ay may Chanel ako. I sighed. Lumabas na ako ng unit. I'll drive my own way to the house. I've never been there again, simula noong umalis ako sa bahay. I was 19 na when I decided to move out, and right now, I am 23 already. Time flies so fast ha. Ni hindi ko na halos maalala kung anong itsura ng bahay kung saan ako lumaki. It was just half an hour drive, and I expected to arrive at 6:30, but I got stuck with the traffic. Iritadong-iritado tuloy ako nang makarating, lalo na at gutom na gutom ako. I arrived exactly at 7:30 for God's sake. Maaga pa akong umalis sa condo, para makarating ng maaga but turns out, late pa rin. But at least I came right. Long time no see ma'am, sumaludo si Kuya Alfred na siyang gwardya namin simula pa noon. I am happy to see him here. Buong akala ko ay sumama siya sa pamilya niya sa probinsya. Kuya, na-miss kita. Matinis na sigaw ko nang makalabas sa sasakyan. Hindi ko na napigilan ang sariling yakapin ito. Why not, di ba? He was one of the person who lift me up, and help me when no one can. Noong bata pa ako ay isa siya sa mga naging kakampi ko, sa tuwing pinapagalitan ako ni mommy at daddy. I even thought that they'll fire him for being on my side, and I'm glad that he wasn't. Nako, ang laki na ng anak ni Nanay Delia, mahinang tawa nito. Nanay Delia, I will never forget her. She's the best mother that a person can have. She raised me and I am thankful of her, dahil isa siya sa mga naging inspirasyon ko para tumayo sa sariling mga paa.